There is a popular saying that whenever you are in the market, you shouldn't bend down to look under your legs to avoid seeing what you are not supposed to see. In the first part of this incredible story, we followed Abeni, a curious young woman from Ogundele village who stumbled into the forbidden world of the spirits by breaking that ancient superstition. Her innocent curiosity cost her dearly as she lost her treasured necklace, an heirloom tied to her ancestors, and brought fear upon the entire village. To save her people, she made the ultimate sacrifice, leaving behind her home and everything she loved. Alone and haunted, Abeni's journey continued. In this second part, just when Abeni thought she had escaped the spirit's grip, a new path awaits her, one filled with unexpected love, sacrifice, and yet another confrontation with the supernatural. Has she truly left the spirit behind, or is there still a price to pay? If you've not subscribed to this channel yet, please do hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, like, share, and also comment. Thank you. After months of wandering, Abeni finally reaches the village of Ijaolu, a place filled with peace and beauty she never expected to find again. Ijaolu is blessed with lush green fields, colorful market stalls, and people who seem genuinely happy. It's almost as if the village itself is charmed, untouched by the shadows Abeni has carried for so long. When she arrives, she is just another stranger, but her quiet, hardworking nature quickly earns her the village respect. She spent a day weaving baskets, cooking, and helping with market chores, trying to settle into this new life while quietly hoping that her past won't catch up with her. The nights are still and peaceful, and slowly the memories of the spirits haunting began to fade. One day, she meets Adeyemi, a kind and gentle farmer with a smile that lights up like the morning sun. Adeyemi is unlike anyone Abeni has ever met. Patient, soft-spoken, and understanding, always quick to help others. He notices Abeni one day in the market, quietly watching her from a distance, and is drawn to her quiet strength. It isn't long before he is visiting her in the evenings, bringing gifts of fresh fruits, roasted yam, and warm laughter. At first, Abeni hesitates. She's lived with the fear of the spirits and doesn't want to drag anyone else into a world of uncertainty. But Adeyemi is persistent. His gentle ways, soft voice, and playful humor begins to melt the walls Abeni has built around herself. Finally, one evening, as the sun dips below the horizon, he proposes to her with simple words. Abeni, my heart has chosen you. Will you make Ijaolu your home, our home, together? Abeni feels a happiness she's almost forgotten. She agrees, feeling as if the weight of her past has finally lifted. Their wedding is a beautiful, modest affair. Villagers gathered around, dressed in colorful ashoke, drums beating to Yoruba chants of love and unity. Friends and family danced around them, clapping and laughing, their joy filling the air like the scent of wildflowers. For the first time in years, Abeni feels truly free. She believes with all her heart that her past has finally been buried in the dust of Ogundele, far from Ijaolu. But the peace doesn't last. A few weeks into their marriage, Adeyemi notices that Abeni seems troubled. She brushes it off as tiredness, but in her heart, Abeni senses something lurking. At first, she dismisses it as paranoia, her mind playing trick on her. But as the nights grow darker, she begins to hear faint whispers outside her window, rustlings like leaves in the wind. One evening, just as the sun is setting, she hears the unmistakable sound of her name, carried softly by the evening breeze. She shudders, brushing it off as nothing, but the whispers grow louder each night until they are impossible to ignore. Soon, the peaceful village begins to experience strange occurrences. Chickens go missing, goats wander off, and crops that were once bountiful begins to wither mysteriously. Villagers murmur about curses, some even looking at Abeni with suspicion. Though they respect her, they can't help but wonder if she brought something dark with her into their blessed land. One evening, Adeyemi, who has always been a rock, finally asks her, "Abeni, do you know anything about these strange things happening in our village?" Abeni feels a pang of fear, but tries to keep her voice steady. "No, my love. I left all those troubles far behind. I don't know why these things are happening." Adeyemi nods, but she sees the flickers of doubt in his eyes. Her heart sinks, wondering if the spirits are indeed back and if they will ever leave her in peace. One night, as Abeni lies restless beside her husband, she hears a familiar bone-chilling voice call her name again. She sits up in bed, heart racing as the shadows in the room begin to twist and shift. The spirits stand before her, more terrifying than ever, their eyes glowing like embers in the dark. They speak to her in voices that seem to come from everywhere at once, surrounding her with cold dread. "You thought you could escape us, Abeni," they sneer. "You owe us a debt and it is time to pay." Abeni's heart races, but she manages to whisper, "What more do you want from me? I have already given up everything, my family, my home, everything. What else can you possibly take?" The spirits laugh, a chilling sound that makes her skin crawl. "Ahaha, you have taken comfort, found love, but your debt was never cleared. This happiness is not yours to keep." They demand a final payment from Abeni, a test of ultimate sacrifice. Either she leaves Adeyemi and the village forever, or she completes a task they set for her, one that will prove her willingness to make amends. The spirits do not give her details, warning that this task will force her to face her darkest fear. Abeni is left in a torturous dilemma. She could leave Ijaolu, try to run from the spirits, but she knows they will follow her again just as they have before. Or she could stay and face their mysterious tax, knowing it might put her and Adeyemi in great danger. For days, Abeni wrestles with her choice. She avoids Adeyemi's questioning gaze, fearing that if she reveals the truth, he might send her away. But in her heart, she knows she cannot keep this from him forever. One night, she finally confides in him, her voice barely a whisper. "Adeyemi, I haven't told you everything about my past. There are forces, spirits that followed me here. They want me to complete a task, or else they will take everything I love." Adeyemi, though shocked, listens patiently as Abeni tells him the whole story. His face shows fear, but also a fierce determination. "Abeni, you are my wife and I choose you. Spirits or no spirits, we will face this together." With this word, Abeni finds the strength to stand up to the spirits, determined to face whatever they demand. Together, they seek out the village priestess, a woman known to commune with otherworldly forces, hoping she can provide guidance. The priestess listens intently, her face gaze. "Abeni, these spirits will not be satisfied with simple offerings. They want balance, a repayment equal to what you took. Are you prepared to do whatever they ask, even if it costs you dearly?" Abeni nods, though her heart trembles. The priestess hands her a small clay bowl filled with herbs and a burning candle. "Take this. Tonight, go to the edge of the village alone. The spirits will come and they will review their tax. Be brave, Abeni. This is a journey only you can complete." That night, Abeni stands at the village edge, her heart pounding as she holds the clay bowl. The air grows cold and shadows gather, taking the form of the spirits who have wanted her for so long. They hover before her, their voices echoing through the silence. Abeni, they begin. You disrupted our world. Now to restore balance, you must perform an act of ultimate selflessness, a sacrifice. Abeni swallows hard, staring herself. Tell me what I must do. The spirits whisper a chilling command. In 3 days, the river goddess will rise from the waters of Ijaolu to bless this village. During our ritual, you must offer a sacrifice, a life. Abeni's breath catches. A life? She asks, horrified. The spirits nod, their voices cold and unyielding. Someone you love, this is the only way to settle your debts. She stumbles back, her heart racing as the spirits vanish, leaving her alone in the dark. How can she do this? How could she sacrifice Adeyemi or anyone else in the village? Yet the spirit's word echo in her mind, a terrifying reminder that her debt must be paid. Over the next few days, Abeni is tormented by Adelima. The village celebrates the upcoming river goddess ritual, a time of joy and blessings. Only Abeni knows the true cost of this celebration. She avoids Adeyemi, unable to look him in the eyes, for every glance reminds her of the impossible choice she must make. On the night before the ritual, she finally tells Adeyemi the spirit's demand. His face pales, but he reaches out and takes her hand. Abeni, if this is the price we must pay, then let me be. I will give my life to protect you. Tears fill Abeni's eyes as she shakes her head. No, Adeyemi, I can't let you do this. You've given me everything, even a new life here. I won't let the spirits take you away. Adeyemi pulls her close, his voice steady. Then we will find another way. Determined not to lose each other, they devised a desperate plan. They will face the spirits together during the river goddess ritual, attempting to deceive them and beg for mercy. They hope that by standing united, they might persuade the spirits to accept another offering instead. As the ritual begins, villagers gather by the river, chanting and drumming to summon the goddess. Abeni and Adeyemi, holding hands, step forward to the water's edge. The river goddess rises, a magnificent figure of shimmering light and power. Her eyes meet Abeni's, and for a brief moment, Abeni feels hope. Maybe the goddess will help her break free from the spirit's hold. But the spirits appear, dark and cold against the goddess's light, demanding their due. Abeni, the life must be given, no more tricks. The goddess turns to Abeni, her voice soft but filled with authority. These spirits are bound by ancient laws. Balance must be restored. If you do not offer a life, they will take the village itself as payment. Abeni's heart sinks. She can't bear the thought of sacrificing anyone she loves, yet she can't condemn the entire village either. As the spirits draw closer, demanding her answer, Abeni makes a desperate plea to the goddess. Please, take me instead. I will go willingly if you promise to protect the people of Ijaolu and leave my loved ones in peace. The spirits murmur, considering her offer, while the goddess's expression softens. Abeni, you have shown true selflessness. Your willingness to sacrifice yourself has touched even the spirits. The spirits finally speak. Your offer is accepted, Abeni. You shall give us not your life, but your memories. We will take away from you all knowledge of this place, of Adeyemi, of everything you hold dear. You will wander nameless and alone, forgetting this life forever. Abeni's heart breaks, but she nods, accepting her fate. She would rather lose her memories than lose Adeyemi or bring harm to Ijaolu. Adeyemi, realizing what this means, tries to hold her back. Abeni, no! Please, don't leave me. There has to be another way. Abeni looks at him with tears streaming down her face. I love you, Adeyemi, and I would give anything for you, even if I won't remember. Know that I loved you. As the first light of dawn breaks over the village, Abeni steps into the river. The spirits surround her, chanting words that strip away her memories, her sense of self. Her last thought is of Adeyemi, his smile, his laughter. Then all goes blank. When she steps back onto the shore, her eyes are empty, her gaze distant. She looks at Adeyemi as if it's a stranger, and with one last glance at the village, she walks away, disappearing into early morning mists. In Ijaolu, Abeni became a legend, a story told by elders to teach the importance of respect, sacrifice, and love. The villagers never forgot the woman who loved them enough to give up her memories, her life as she knew it, to protect them. Adeyemi, heartbroken but grateful for the peace she secured, continues to honor her memory, telling their story to everyone he meets. And though Abeni's spirit has wandered far, some say she's still out there, a nameless woman with no past, drawn to places where people need protection, as if some of part of her remembers her sacrifice, even though she's forgotten everything else. And so in every market, people still whisper, never look under your legs or you might see what you shouldn't. The story of Abeni lives on, a reminder of the unseen forces that walk among us and the power of love that lasts beyond even memory. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit that button, like, share, and also comment for more training stories like this. Thank you.